My stepdaughter fell asleep on my shoulder for the first time. I married Laura 3 years ago. Her daughter Emma was 10 and tiny, serious, and fiercely loyal to her dad. He lives 2 states away and calls her on holidays if he remembers. I never blamed her for keeping her distance. I came in late. I wasn't trying to take a title. I was just the guy who always packed her school lunches wrong and couldn't braid her hair properly no matter how many YouTube tutorials I watched. She called me Mark. Always Mark. Not mean, not cold, just factual. Logical. Like calling a chair a chair. And I told myself it didn't matter. But on days when she'd yell daddy into her tablet and beam through a video call, I'd be in the kitchen pretending not to hear anything. Pretending it didn't sting. Last Friday, Laura had to go into work unexpectedly and asked if I could take Emma to her dance recital rehearsal. She insisted she didn't care if I came or not. She only asked because Mom said you have nothing else to do. She said it with that tween tone that makes every sentence sound like an insult. I laughed. I went anyway. She got in the car wearing her sparkly silver practice dress, arms crossed, hair in a perfect bun that she did herself because you would ruin it. Fair. Probably true. The whole drive there she barely talked. Just scrolled on her phone while I tried to make small talk about her music. When we arrived at the auditorium, it was chaos, kids running everywhere, costumes, makeup, stressed parents. Emma walked in like she belonged there. She's quiet everywhere else, but on stage she gets taller somehow. She warmed up, stretching, practicing turns. I sat in the back row watching her count to 8 under her breath. It was weirdly peaceful. Then her teacher called for the parents to watch a run-through of the final number. Everybody rushed to the front with cameras. I stayed back so I wouldn't embarrass her. But just when the music was about to start, I saw Emma looking around, searching. Her eyes landed on me. She tilted her head like, well, get over here. So I moved up. She didn't say anything, just stood next to me. Close enough that our shoulders almost touched. The music started. All the kids danced, and Emma, my God, she was good. Sharp arms, perfect timing, not a single wobble. I clapped so hard my hands hurt. She tried not to smile, but she failed. After rehearsal she came out exhausted, still in that sparkly dress. I asked if she wanted to get food before heading home. She shrugged the way kids do when they want to say yes but don't want to seem too eager. We got burgers. She stole my fries. She pretended I didn't see. On the way home she was unusually quiet. Not annoyed quiet, just soft. She kept blinking slowly like she was trying to stay awake. I turned the radio down so the noise wouldn't keep her up. After a few minutes, her head drifted toward the window, then toward the seat, then finally, hesitantly, onto my shoulder. I didn't move. Didn't breathe wrong. Her hair smelled like strawberry shampoo. She mumbled something half asleep. Thanks for coming today. I whispered, of course. A minute later, in this tiny, fragile voice, she added, Dad would have missed it. Not loud. Not meant to be heard. A confession slipped out between dreams. She didn't say I was Dad. She said Dad would have missed it. But she trusted me enough to fall asleep there. On me. I drove the rest of the way home with the lightest, stupidest smile. When we got to the house, I didn't wake her right away. Laura opened the door and saw Emma sleeping on me. She raised her eyebrows. I just shook my head like, don't ruin this. Emma stirred, rubbed her eyes, and sat up. She grabbed her bag and said, barely awake, night. Mark. But before she left the car, she reached out and gave the sleeve of my hoodie a tiny tug. Like she wasn't ready to let go yet. Can you come to the real show tomorrow? She asked. Wouldn't miss it for the world. She nodded, satisfied, and went inside. I stayed in the car a few seconds longer, replaying it all. That quiet weight on my shoulder. That half-sleep confession. It wasn't Dad, not yet. But it was the closest thing I'd ever gotten. And it was enough. Subscribe for more.